Everyone, welcome to First at 4. I'm Tram Mai along with Mark Curtis. We have been covering breaking news happening at the Tanger Outlets. We understand that there is one suspect still on the loose. This is an active situation. We know that 3 people have been hurt. They are in critical condition. There's possibly a 4th individual hurt as well.
This has become the new norm, unfortunately, all across America. When you come on the air at 4 o'clock on what should be just a gorgeous day in the Valley during spring training, and instead of talking about baseball and the weather, we're talking about an active shooting situation which unfolded about an hour and a half ago in the West Valley at a busy outlet shopping mall. 3 people have been critically injured. We want to go to Mike Para, who joins us on the phone. He's a retired police commander. Mike, can you hear us? It's Tram and Mark here at 12 News.
Yes, I can.
Mike, where were you a police commander?
Phoenix Police Department.
Mike, thanks for coming on with us. When you have a large area like this and the call goes out that there's been a mass shooting, there's been an active shooter in the area, what's the first order of business for police?
Normally will be to stabilize the scene, to try and get everyone out of danger and safety, and then trying to go step by step each store and to make sure everyone's out, and for possible other victims and possible suspects as well.
We understand that the secondary search is now on. What does that mean versus the primary search?
That's more of a finite search for have anyone hiding in any nick or corner that could be possibly used. So it's just more of a fine-tuned search by personnel, usually SWAT members or Special Assignment Unit members.
Mike, can you give us some perspective when it comes to police going to each and every store, trying to find this suspect? I mean, this is such a huge area. There are hundreds, if not maybe at least 1,000 people shopping in this area. What does it take for police to go door to door?
It's going to take a lot of coordination with not just Glendale PD, but also, as you saw, DPS is out there as well assisting. But you'll have other agencies throughout the valley to try and give some resources and some help, whether it be traffic control or some of their special assignment units or SWAT units as well. MTSO could also be helpful as well. But it is a coordinated effort. It's a slow-moving operation. They will go as a team, usually anywhere from 5 to 10 individuals at one time per store, just to make sure that everything is clear and to protect each other, and also seek suspects or victims that may still be in the stores.
Mike Para, retired police commander with Phoenix PD, on the phone with us. And Mike, how do you walk that fine line between finding the suspected shooter if they think that person is still hiding somewhere, and protecting yourself, but also trying to get these people to safety? It's got to be a very intricate and tough dance to conduct.
It is, and quite honestly, they will have to be treated as possible suspects, and they will be carefully given directions to be able to give commands to get them out safely, so that there's no danger with officers that are trying to search for victims and or suspects as well. But it's a very methodical process, and it'll pretty much just be taking everyone else out in person, one by one, and making sure that they're not involved, because they may very well be involved.
And we saw how many people were being escorted out in such a calm fashion. And you've got so many kids, so many families, even babies and strollers out at that location too. How do you maintain that level of calm in such a stressful, anxiety-ridden environment?
Typically, I mean, officers train for these type of situations, and it's methodical. Again, we work well with other agencies and resources, and we try and team up and try and make sure that everything goes smoothly, and try and make sure that everyone gets out of that area safely. We try and set up areas for staging to make sure that there's one command, and then there will be different resources that will go in. Right now, Glendale will probably be the command agency, and they will use the resources throughout the valley. And they'll set up different locations for victims and family members down the road.
Mike, you're retired now, but you still live in the area, I'm assuming.
Yes, I do.
What's your take on what's going on as far as an uptick in gun violence and mass shootings? Do you have a theory?
No, it's very difficult. This isn't the just occur in the Southwest. It also occurs nationally. And for some reason, with the complexities of being able to get guns, which is everyone's right to do, but there is freedom of it. And unfortunately, sometimes the freedom tends to go sometimes to people that really shouldn't be having a gun.
We talked to Chief Jerry Williams last week here in studio about gun violence, and she's obviously very concerned because the officers who work under her are putting themselves in harm's way, as is every other department. And now, as if it wasn't tough enough for what you guys do, you add ghost guns to the mix.
Yeah, that's a new phenomenon that's unique to this type of generation now. You purchase it and you assemble it, and you have a gun that's not traceable. Some laws need to be conducted, whether federally or statewide, to make sure that process is no longer possible. But yes, it's a very dangerous situation, and unfortunately, it's too easy to get a gun anymore as far as a ghost type gun on the internet.
You know, as people are sitting at home watching this all unfold, obviously they are worried about anybody they know who is there, any family, any loved ones, whomever. And this is a situation that could really, really take a while. What do you want to say to them who are so concerned as they watch this?
The most I can say is just be patient. It will take time. This area like that, which is just enormous, will take hours to be able to clear perfectly and make sure it's safe for anyone to go into. There's so many crawl spaces and so many nooks and crannies that people can hide, and they could be possibly part of that victims that they have on the side as well. Until they do more interviews, more one-on-ones with individuals that actually saw what happened and get more information. It's just a slow process, and it will take some time.
Former Phoenix PD Commander Mike Parra on the phone with us. Mike, thank you. We're glad that you got out of this industry safely, and we appreciate your insight this afternoon.
Thank you very much.